Yeah. That's also why I try to keep myself separate from people. Like, there's that rare occasion that you actually vibe with another cosplayer and you're like, hey, let's just talk. That sounded better in my head, but um like there's people you actually do vibe with and you end up actually talking to them and like moving just from TikTok to Discord, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't like I literally observe all the bigger content creators, like the big YouTubers and stuff, and the big Twitch streamers, see how they act between um like their fellow content creators and their fans, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm at that point where I'm all like, there's a lot of weird people out there, especially content creators who get really weird with their fans. I'm just not going to like really interact with my fans beyond what is necessary, which is like, hey, this person left a comment on my video. Let's heart the comment, leave a little reply. That's it. I did my duty. Move on. Like I don't answer DMs. I don't entertain people's ideas. If they come to me asking for advice, sure, I'll give advice. If they're starting to be like, "Hey, what are you doing right now? Hey, how's it going? How's your day?" Well, man, slow your rolls. I'm gonna need you to remember who you are, remember who I am. We don't know each other. I don't even know how old you are. I would rather you stay far away from me. And it's always so scary about interacting with people online because you don't know who's on the other side of the screen.
Yeah,
And
I
so it's
I actually discovered that I would make a terrible YouTuber, even though I do this as a hobby, strictly because I was talking to someone who was a fan of my TikTok videos. And we kind of got started talking in DMs and private messages and whatnot. And then I brought up the question, how old are you? And they said less than 18. And I was like, all right, we're done here, and blocked them.
oh no. Yeah. Yeah. And this is why a lot of people on the Call of Duty TikTok like label themselves as minors do not interact because yeah, they don't want to catch a case. And there have already been like early days of COD Talk, there had been a couple cases of like things going very wrong. And like just learning from those situations and learning from situations like going through my life as a TikToker, like yeah, no, you're going to get the surface level of me. You are not getting anywhere near the rest of me.
I mean, the only reason why you answer my DMs is because I send you like 30 videos on Instagram every morning.
Yeah, and then I sit there for a whole hour.
It's called friend homework
But
for a
best way to
reason.
spend homework. I gotta study and make sure your videos are adequate. So some of them I have to re-watch, like the Warhammer 40K videos you send me because I just don't understand them. Because some of them have so much information in them, and I'm sitting there like, wait, what happened?
A lot of those, like,
It's
whenever I send you a very nerdy Warhammer video, that's just bait so that you can ask, like, what is this? And then could be like, haha, you fall in my trap. Now I get to explain this thing to you.
and how many times have I fallen for it?
I'd say a good
Because I know
handful.
I haven't. I have not followed for a lot of them. No, I just kind of go, okay, I'm just gonna heart it and move on because I don't want to seem weird and not understand what he's sending me. Literally, that's the thought process of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want him feeling bad for me not knowing what's going on. I'm just gonna heart and move on.
That's kind of like unironically exactly what happened with the fucking Weezer meme. Because I thought you got the Weezer meme, so I kept sending you those videos until you're like, I don't get this at all. And I'm like, I thought you did. Oh no, I feel like a jackass.
I kept sending you them because I thought you understood them because you kept sending them to me. And you were also like, I don't understand. Why were you sending them to me?
Good to see you.
My favorite form of miscommunication.
I hope I... May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Good day. Come on.
And it's also one of those things that I like to present myself, at least when I attempt to be like my quote unquote real self on the internet, that there's some air of like genuineness about it. Because the fun thing about being on TikTok was just being unabashedly cringy. Because
Mhm.
like I would be making a video and I'm like, oh, this is bad. But other people have done the exact same thing, so click and I post.
Right. I am cringy, but I am free.
I hope I... You've got a lot to learn.
I stopped
Have a look
caring
around.
about whether or
You can
not
find
something
better
is
prices.
cringy because I see
Right.
cringy videos on my For You page all the time, and they get tons of views. And I'm sitting here worrying about whether or not someone's going to find me cringy. Like, so there's always going to be someone who doesn't like your content. There's always going to be someone who finds you annoying. There's always going to be someone. So might as well just live your truth and not care about what other people find cringy or not. If you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Simple.
And it's one of those things that like I was always waiting on the comment of somebody stumbling across my videos and just going, "Oh, this is cringe." Because my immediate response that I was gonna like type out in 2 seconds because I practiced it was gonna be, "My brother in Christ, you're on TikTok. We're all cringe here."
Right. I've had someone I've had someone tag one of those like cringe video reposters.
Oh, like somebody has tagged one of
Where
your videos to like a somebody that
yeah,
cringe reposts or something.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, all right, delete. Like, get out of here. Like, I think I blocked them. I'm pretty sure I did. But I was like, I don't really care about your opinion. I'm just gonna go on with my day. If you don't like it, you can leave.
There was a couple of people that have duetted my old videos strictly to kind of like make fun of them, and I
Yes.
would comment on the duet being like, "Hey, thanks for the free engagement."
Good day.
Right? I don't think I've had someone duet my video to try and make fun of it yet, but I look forward to that day. I'm not gonna lie. I would love that day.
I feel like the thing that really drew me to TikTok was the fact that it was very easy, like the video editing software, as bare bones as it was very functional and did everything that I'd like. And the fact that I felt like it made making videos significantly easier and quicker than like here on YouTube, where I spend hours of my day just kind of mindlessly editing away. Like, whenever you
Hmm.
want to do a video, you just click a button and boom, it's ready to do it. If you want to use this audio from a video, you click on the audio and then you can now use that in your video.
Right.
Which I guess Instagram kind of sort of has something similar to that, but it's not implemented as user friendly.
Hmm.
Because I feel like since getting rid of TikTok, Instagram's like the only social media thing that I do, and it's really just scrolling for funny videos to send a toad in you.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes I'll just sit there at night and I'll be scrolling through either Instagram or TikTok. And I'll be doom scrolling and I'd be like, oh haha, this is funny, send. And you and Toad would wake up to like a bunch of videos from me just out of nowhere, out of several days of radio silence other than reaction.
I mean, because there's some days that me and Toad will just be in call, and we're not really feeling like doing anything, so we'll just doom scroll Instagram, and those are the days that you probably wake up to like 80. These are
Yeah.
ghost sheep. What the fuck?
Yeah, and like some of these videos are like repeats on both of your ends, and I'm sitting there like, I just watched this one. Why did you? I know you guys are in the same call when this happened.
I mean, because 9 times out of 10, I'm like, that video's fucking hilarious. I'm sending it to Mareue. Oh, I already sent it to her. Alright, well, I guess she's getting it twice then.
Every time I'm sitting there like, oh my fucking god, I just watched this one.
Well, whenever you get a Ninja Turtles or Wolverine thirst trap, you know I'm the one that sent it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I find it funny that when people send you those, they only get they only like train their algorithm to send them more, and then they end up sending me more of those videos. So I just have unlimited content, not only from my For You page, but from other people's For You page, and it's great.
You're not wrong, because on Toad's Instagram, he gets a shit ton of Warhammer content. Toad doesn't give a fuck about Warhammer content, but it's showing up on his feed strictly because he keeps sending me Warhammer content. And I keep getting a whole bunch of Finnish themed content that, of course, I'm sending to Toad. And every time I see a Finnish themed video, I'm sending it to Toad.
Right. Great. It's good stuff.
Also, one thing that I feel like is vastly different from Instagram and TikTok is the like commenting culture are dramatically different.
Oh, 100%.
Like I used to never comment on videos. Like I've been on YouTube since 2008, all right? I have literal evidence of this. This channel's been around for that long. But I've never once commented on a video on YouTube. Because in my mind, I'm like, this dude probably gets 1,000 comments a day. Like, I'm not adding one more to the pile that he's never gonna fucking read. Whereas on TikTok, it felt like every comment that I made, like, the content creator actually saw that comment and might like or
Mhm.
reply to that specific comment.
Right.
Though I feel like strictly because TikTok gave you that kind of like personal connection to these content creators, um, a lot of people kind of saw that as inspiration of being like, yeah, I can do this. And it helped foster the communities that we saw blossom on the platform. And then on the other
Mhm.
hand, it fostered some horrendously toxic parasocial relationships.
Oh yeah. 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 And like and I'm speaking as someone who was kind of, and I say kind of with a grain of salt, kind of in a parasocial holistic mindset, not from someone to me, but me to someone else. Um, where anything they would do to interact with me, I would take it way out of proportion, way out of context, and basically be treating them as like this whole hero that they 100% weren't. And so like it's a very harmful mindset, not only to yourself but to the person you are subjecting this behavior to. And like TikTok really is such um a basically a cesspool for it. And like there's no regulation to it, and majority of people just see it as like people being passionate about their content. No, honey, no. You need to run. Like that is one thing I'm proud of Talk of doing, is that they did boundaries, which is something new that I did not see in any other part of TikTok. They had lists listing all of the things they were okay and not okay with. And they were very serious with it, to the point where like if you broke the rule, you were basically out of there. You're dead. You're done. Goodbye.
I mean, it.
And honestly, sorry, go
Sorry, I
ahead.
didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say honestly, it was a breath of fresh air. But go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it's like I've been kind of like singing the praises of Plague Talk during this playthrough just because it was my main like focus and inspiration for a lot of what made Lucius Lucius. And obviously I met my boyfriend through it. But
Mhm.
Plague Talk is not one large, like, we're not one big happy family. There's a lot of different subsects and subfactions within that umbrella term of Plague Talk.
Mhm.
Like, I've joined quite a few community servers made by Plague Talk content creators. And wow, you once you get to learn these people, like, just behind the funny mask and stuff, I'm like, you are awful people. Which is why I'm fascinated that Lethia has allowed her community to like blossom and prosper, because I guess she only allows in like people that aren't scumbaggy or toxic as shit.
Yeah, which honestly, again, such a breath of fresh air.
I mean, I
'Cause,
say
yeah,
that,
there.
and there's like one or two people I feel like the server could be do without, but I'm not gonna say anything out loud. You know
No,
what I
yeah,
mean?
that's fair. That's fair. I get what you mean 100%. There is literally one person I was like, no, please, never find out this exists. And luckily, they haven't. But
Um,
um,
I distinctly remember, uh, for the sake of protecting the peace, I've been referring to her in this Let's Play as Eloise because it's the furthest thing from her actual name as possible. But
fair enough.
I was waiting for the day that she stumbled upon Lethia's server because I was going to send Lethia a private message and say immediately ban this person.
Mm. No, yeah, there was a bit of anxiety with the person I had problems with, where I was like, oh my god, wait, like this person was actually mutuals with a lot of plague doctors because they were one of the bigger ones. And I'm like, oh man, I really hope this person doesn't come here. So it got to the point where like I actually legitimately went to Lefia. I was like, hey, can you make sure this person never comes in here? And she was like, I got you, buddy. So
And
I live in bliss.
just judging from how long we've known each other, and I like to think that you and me are relatively close as friends, I think I know exactly who it is you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure you do. Yeah, it's always so difficult trying to figure out who is okay and who isn't.
And
It makes me so glad that like I have been able to find the good ones, the good people. Hello?
sorry, I'm watching these
Oh,
guys shoot arrows at each other, and I was mentally placing bets on who was going to win.
yeah. Valid, valid.
But yeah, it's like even if you're in a community, you also have to be careful of the individuals within that community.
Mhm. Yeah, like I don't like rocking the boat if it's unnecessary. So I don't tell people when I have a problem with someone because it's not really anyone's business but my own and the person I have a problem with. But there are like very few people who know of this one person I'm currently talking about. And I'm pretty sure I'm being way too vague for anyone to even guess. So yeah.
Well met, citizen.
Anytime someone problematic
Farewell,
comes up,
citizen.
I don't make a big deal about it. It's just a simple block and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like there's no need for you to
I mean,
go around.
that's what the function is for. It's just, oh, I don't like this
Yeah,
person, block.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't need to make a big deal about it. You don't need to let the whole world know, hey, I don't like this person, and neither should you. Just block them.
That's something that
Just
I left the Dungeons and Dragons sphere of TikTok strictly because of that bullshit. It's like I
Right.
came here because I thought we like rolling dice and playing this fun fantasy game, but then I'm watching videos of people making false accusations of very horrendous shit and very false
Yeah.
with no basis behind it. But goddamn, are these people's reputations being destroyed left and right? And I'm like, I don't like it here.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that was definitely a reason for me to be like, all right, deuces.
It, like, on one hand, I hate drama. On the other hand, I fucking love other people's drama.
Right.
It's a hard dichotomy that I find myself in sometimes.
Mm-hmm. It's just that point of like, yeah, I feel like as human beings, like we're always going to have that little thing of like, I want to know the drama, even though we're also sitting there like, okay, please, I don't want to be involved in it.
It's the
Us
reason why
Mexicans,
soap operas have been so popular for the past 80 years of
yeah,
existence.
yeah, yes, us Mexicans, we just call that as being a chismoso or chismosa if you're being female presenting. Yeah, we just call those chismosos, the ones who are nosy, who don't really to want to be involved in the drama, but want to know everything about the drama.
It's like, I feel like you and me kind of have this mutual relationship of the two of us hate drama, but whenever it happens, we immediately run to each other and go, "Ooh, girl, do I
Oh
have a
yeah.
story to tell you?"
Yep, 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 yep. Exactly. Like, I don't like drama, but boy, let me tell you.
And it's like, um, I've already I dedicated an entire video of this Let's Play to just bitching about the situation. But I distinctly remember like telling you when all of the drama in Colorado was going down. I was like, they're probably making up lies and shit about me as we speak, and I couldn't tell you, like, I can't defend myself because obviously I don't have Tic Tac anymore.
Right.
But then on one hand, like, if they're making up lies and bullshit about me, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like a them problem. I'm definitely at that point where I'm like, oh, if they talk shit about me, that says more a lot about them than about me. Like that just means they can't get me out of their mind. What can I say? I'm a pretty, pretty. Infectious lady.